What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the double game week Fallout stream. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of moaning in the chat. Not so much moaning from me. I find it a little bit funny, to be honest, that Kane failed. So there was all this hype after 2 hat-tricks. Obviously it helped that I didn't triple captain him. But how are we all tonight? You've missed my face. I don't think you have. If you've missed my face, you need more going on in your life. Top right hand corner, we got 4 polls, I think. I just did one on Alonso, Pogba or Lingard. Spurs mids, are you all getting rid of them straight away now? And how many hits did you take for the double game week? A few people were interested in that on Twitter. And give it a like for, I don't know, double game week fails. I couldn't think of a 5th poll quickly. I set this up literally as the match finished. I was trying to do it quick. It's a real shame, actually, that we didn't get to stream before the double. So I don't think I explained my choices well enough in the video. I think I got away with it a bit as well. Ali and Ericsson were pretty, well, not that close, but they had quite a few chances tonight. And obviously Ali has scored in the double, so should have said after. I could actually change that, hang on. I'll just put wait in, there you go. So for anyone else that new that comes in, that'll be updated now. I ended up, what am I on? I think I'm on 50, depends whether Sun gets the 3 bonus or not. I might hit 60. Oh wow, Sun dropped loads. Must have been a lot of shots off target or something. So Son will get 2 bonus points and I'll get Duffy off the bench for Salah. So I'll finish on 59 minus 4. I think that's okay this week. It should be a green arrow. I mean, it'll almost certainly be a green arrow. So I was already on a green and I had Son tonight. And that's a bit annoying, to be fair. Alonso, very nice bonus. I had one of those, I had 2 of those moments this week. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it is just blind hope. But when Chelsea conceded and they lost their clean sheet, I just thought, well, I've got Alonso. Probably going to score. And he did. And then tonight, I kept watching Son, and I don't think he looked frustrated, but he wasn't really getting anywhere on the left. And I thought, he's the kind of guy, and he did it a lot last year, who can score from long range. And it took him long enough, but it happened, so I was loving it, to be honest. What did everyone get then? I see a few scores going around. Jamie, 60 points with no hits. Very nice. 53 minus 8. Yeah, lots of people who got rid of Hazard. Like, I wouldn't kick yourself too much about that. We all kind of, I think I even tweeted out that we were all going to keep him for Stoke, get rid, and then he would score. I think I put a score of brace against Arsenal, but I mean 10 points or whatever he got was good enough. 70 minus 16, wow. You captain Son, very nice. I kind of briefly considered it. But yeah, Kane obviously showing up in those pictures before the game. Wanted to put him in. I basically didn't triple captain him. I think I said this in the video. Because he was ill, it was only 2 games in between. It was actually, I think it might have been Fozzie mentioned it in the last stream, possibly. Someone did. I kind of thought about it a bit more, that Rooney was out ill for a little bit. And who else was ill? Someone else was ill over Christmas. I can't remember who now. Rooney and someone else. Anyway, it made me think, I just wonder if, or how much Kane's going to play, and still captained him, but happy about that. Really happy about Son playing both games, because I think that's the only reason most people didn't go for him. 57 minus 4. Adam, yeah, I saw you drop down in the league a bit. In fact, I think I'm up to 200 now. David Isaac, he's sometimes in the streams. He's down to 2nd, although, what did he score tonight? Oh, he had Son tonight. And Ericsson still got 8 points, nice. I suppose he got an assist, didn't he? In the first game. Lindelof and Jones, 2 clean sheets in a row, very nice. Yeah, there's suddenly quite a few defenders to choose from. And they're not, apart from Alonso, they're not stupidly expensive. Well, I suppose Otamendi's now 6.4. Ah, Christensen, that's it. Yeah, he was ill too. Should know that really. I had him. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I wasn't so annoyed about Hazard scoring, because getting rid of him let me bring in Lingard. Obviously, he scored nearly as much as Hazard anyway. That also let me get in Firmino. Now, he didn't do the business, but the other option was Morata, who I think I'll be more frustrated at because of the chance he had. And then getting Firmino instead of Morata let me have Alonso, so happy enough, really. I still wasn't too sure about Alonso's value, which I know is crazy considering how much he's been scoring. But now I'm just thinking, why would I ever want to get rid of him? So we'll see how it goes. I think as long as Salah is back for Man City, then I made the right choice keeping him as well, but we'll see. What questions do we have? Would I captain Hazard this week? Oh my god. Hazard. It depends who else you got. I mean, I'm going to captain Kane, I think. I'll show my proper team in a minute. I just don't really have a better option. I don't think. Apart from maybe Lingard or Son, of course. Or even Alonso. Do you know what? I don't think... I saw that question just a minute ago. What am I going to fix first in my team? I don't know. I don't know if much needs fixing, to be honest. Calvert-Lewin, yes, but he's now bench fodder for me. I've basically... One of the reasons I got him Firmino was so I could bench Calvert-Lewin every week, instead of having to play him. So, I mean, goalkeepers again. I keep saying goalkeepers, but I'm never going to rush to make that change. I'm probably going to hold a transfer this week, and I'll bring up my proper team in a minute, or what my team looks like this week. I'm probably going to hold a transfer and just have 2 going into the next week, and maybe make maybe make 3 transfers. I've got 0 in the bank. I've spent all my money, every single penny. Lukaku is back. Will Lingard keep his position in goal? So just remember, Lukaku's only missed like 1 or 2 games, and Lingard scored points in like the last 9 game weeks. So he's been playing. Funnily enough, it seems strange to say this. Lingard doesn't really have too much competition. I know I'm saying that and he's gonna get dropped, but he's basically playing number 10. Mata could play him at number 10, but Mourinho never plays Mata at 10. He always plays him on the right. Obviously, Mkhitaryan played there early in the season, but he's really out of favour right now. Lingard, I think... The biggest difference between Lingard and Mkhitaryan is Mkhitaryan's more likely to set someone up. Kind of get to the edge of the box and then look for a pass. Lingard can do that, not as well, but he's also getting into the box. He's making those runs, he's getting those shots off. He gets back to defend as well. I don't see why he's going to get dropped anytime soon. Maybe he'll get a rest at some point. But obviously we've got FA Cup coming up, so... I think we've just got to grit teeth this week, not too many easy fixtures. Yeah, I mean I've got my 2 Liverpool players playing against Man City. I've got 2 Man City players against Liverpool. I'm just kind of hoping for the best. The only player, obviously, Arnautovic, I need to wait and see what the deal is with him. If he's fit, I'm going to keep him because he's got nice fixtures. If he's... let me just bring my actual team up a sec. Bit confusing there, looking at the points. So this is what it looks like on paper. So yeah, if Arnautovic is injured, maybe I'll switch to Richarlison, switch back. Otherwise, I'd really like to hold a transfer. So if he's not out too long, I'll probably play Duffy. Worth benching Otamendi for Dunk? I don't think so. I don't ever like benching my big players, even if they're defenders. Especially as Brighton away. If it was home, maybe. I just think Otamendi's got goal threat. We'll have to wait and see if Salah is available. We'll have to see what's happening with Coutinho. The Salah and Coutinho are still out, which it doesn't sound like they will be, but it's not too long to the game. It's only just over a week. Yeah, then maybe Man City got a very good chance of keeping another clean sheet, and if not, he's got goal threat. So I'm saving you from revision. I hope I'm not saving you from revision. Hopefully you're revising at the same time. That's just silly. Salah and Firmino versus Otamendi. At some point they got to play each other. You can't have the best. You should play Duffy or me. I mean, that's playing for the highest ceiling, basically. I'd rather just play Otamendi and hopefully either he gets a clean sheet or Liverpool score. Or Liverpool score and Otamendi gets a goal as well. Look at those Chelsea fixtures. You may want more than Alonso. Yeah, I really want, to be honest, I want Stones and I want Christensen back. I really want 5 defenders. But obviously with the amount of midfielders, I'm not going to do that. Could downgrade Firmino. Early thoughts on my hell transfer the week after. So I could do... Oh, I could do like an Arnautovic to Richarlison would give me some money, then upgrade Son. But I know people are asking about Aguero. I don't know if I'm going to look to get Aguero in. Mostly because it's tough with the map. With Alonso, basically, makes it hard. And I could do Son to Richarlison, but I'd be left with 3-6 million mids. I just don't think... I don't think that's the way to go. I might just go without Aguero, but that may change as we get closer to Game Week 24. It's why I want to save my transfer, basically, just to give me as many options as possible. Hands up then. Who triple captain Kane? Let's see a show of hands. Own up, people. Aguero feels way too obvious. I mean, the thing with Aguero is... Alright, we'll talk about it in a sec. Oh, a few people triple captain Kane. Ouch. You triple captain Obiang, very nice. That was such a good goal by Obiang. Unlucky. I feel for you. The only thing is, and I said this before both games, the triple captainship is overrated. You'd probably be... I don't know about unlucky, but the max you're probably going to lose out on if you captain... You know, if there's a triple captain that everyone goes for in the double and you captain them, you're probably going to lose out on 23 points max. Realistically less. So it's not the end of the world. I know everyone bigs it up like it's the biggest, the best chip in the world, but I don't think it is. I know it sucks now. But you just got to get through to next week and you'll be fine. Back to Aguero. You've got Aguero and Kane up top. Is that set and forget? Yeah, probably for now. I wouldn't be making any changes to them for the moment. Aguero just isn't the same player as he was 2 seasons ago. I've watched him recently. I think he, for want of a better word, he kind of looks up for it. Like he's had a few... shots which looks like he's not back to his best, but he's back to how he's played in the past. The problem is he's 11.5 million for a City attacker when even Sané has got into the points a little bit more recently. Obviously Sterling's the one to have. I just wonder if he's worth the money when... I mean, Firmino's got a lot of away fixtures, but he's done well in away fixtures. And even if Coutinho goes, they've still got Mane and Salah to help out Firmino. I don't know if I'm going to wreck my team to get Aguero, to be honest. Now, that's not to say that I don't think he's worth it. I think with a limited amount of options, then for the home fixtures they got, then it could be good. I just don't know if it's worth rearranging the team too much. Thing is, those plus minus 20 points a few times is a huge rise in ranking. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Obviously, you know, if I go ahead and triple captain whoever in the double game week and they get 25 points, so 75 total, you're only going to get 50. So yeah, you have lost out. And just saying, it's not the end of the world. Like 20 points can be made up in a week, so don't be too down about it. I'm trying to make you feel better. You're right though, and it's happened to me in the Mods and Cons League for Fantasy Football Scout. People like Az and Jonty, they're just not this week. I don't think. I think I've clawed a few back. But over Christmas, they've basically been getting maybe 10, 15 more than me, but doing it multiple times. And now they're like 50 points ahead or something. A friend of yours bench Kane and captain Son. Oh, that's ridiculous. On purpose, like. Do I think a Chelsea double up is viable? Yes, absolutely. Because I wouldn't myself. I wouldn't do Alonso and Azpilicueta because I think that's too much money. But I think Alonso plus Christensen. As long as Christensen keeps that spot, I think he will. So Alonso, Christensen, and then I don't know, Man United defender or Stones possibly. Stones if you haven't already got a Man City player. I know a lot of people are considering downgrading Otamendi to Stones. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. If I don't know, say you had needed $1 million more to get Aguero, then Otamendi to Stones is probably not the worst move in the world. I just wonder if that's a bit of a luxury transfer. I mean, $1 million in the bank is never a problem. I just don't know if it's a move that I'm in any rush to make. Alonso's been so good to us. There's a very good post on Fantasy Football Scout about why you should go for Stones, though. How's it going, TM? End of the road for Calvert-Lewin now. Sankt Tosun. Oh, I heard his name earlier. Tosun? Is it Tosun? Tosun? Captain choice has been my biggest Achilles heel for so long. Last week I went Aguero with Salah Vice. Ouch. This week I went with the higher owned Kane over Son. Yeah, I mean, it does suck. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. Like, for example, captain and Son instead of Kane. I think if you've got both, I think you miss out on like 7 points. What's up, Lord Vader? Again, I'm not saying that lost points is good, because you're right. You miss out on 10, 15, 20 points a few times, and suddenly it looks like a big gap. And as we get closer to the end, you find templates form a bit more, because especially like the managers like us that are really paying attention, we're going to be planning in advance for double game weeks and blanks, and that's going to stop us bringing in certain players, taking out certain players, etc. So don't get me wrong, it's not good to miss out on those points. Just what happens sometimes is people will, I'm sure now there's people that triple captain Kane and they've already made a rage transfer because of it in some way. Probably not to get rid of Kane, but they've probably done something already, and that's not the way to do it. So much Twitter hype and FPL tips triple captain. I mean, plenty of people did it. About 115k, I think it was. It was just that illness. As soon as he got ill, that put me off. I mean, to be fair, 2 games in such quick succession was pushing it anyway. So the illness just meant it was a no-go for me, really. The funny thing was, I actually, I think the day before the illness, I was trying to make a video for Twitter. I was going to do some kind of like FPL in 60 seconds thing. And I was chatting about why you should triple captain Kane. And I think I've got it saved on the computer, but I never put it out. Because I wanted to wait until... I can't remember what I was waiting for now. I think I was waiting for game week 21 to finish. And then he got ill, so I didn't even put it out because I wasn't gonna triple captain him. You're gonna end up triple captaining Sanchez for the 3rd season in a row. I mean, that's not too bad. Well, it might not be too bad. He's done well in the last couple. I mean, obviously, I don't know who I'm gonna be. I don't know who I'm gonna be triple captaining. I'm hoping Salah gets good fixtures. I've not even checked. I'm sure Ben Krellin has already worked out who can play who in doubles. When is the stream ending? I don't know. Why is that always the big question? I don't know. Probably half an hour or so-ish. I don't know. There's a lot of people watching tonight. Over 450 people. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Be much appreciated. Who did it on the Scoutcast? As Triple Cat did him. I think that was the only person. Could be wrong. By the way, I've got a new like YouTube UI. I hate it. It's horrible. Yeah, don't forget, we're only on 66 likes. Let's get that to 100 in the next few minutes. Would be awesome. Is Luke Shaw now an option? Is Luke Shaw now an option? So he's started a few in a row now. It depends how long Valencia's out for. Do you know what I mean? If Valencia comes back, he could just move Young back. I don't know what Mourinho really thinks of Shaw. I mean, he's not bigged him up, but he's given him a few compliments in the last few games. Said he's playing better. He's creating chances for us. I want Shaw to play, but I'm not Mourinho. I wouldn't be so sure on bringing him in. I don't think it's worth the risk. Arguably, Lindelof could be a better choice. He may take over the centre-back spot. I don't know. Rojo, he gets a bit of stick, but he's actually an okay centre-back. It's too hard. I just think Shaw and Lindelof are just too risky, especially when Stones isn't much more. You can get Jones. He's gone up a bit in price, I know. Christensen. I don't think you get either of them, to be honest. What's a UI? It's like it's user interface. It's what it looks like. If they just updated it, like where the buttons are, how it looks. Am I going to get Anatovic out? No, I'm going to wait and see, basically. If he's not injured, I'm definitely keeping him. If he is injured, I might get Richarlison. I may just play a defender and save free transfer. I need to get a Nintendo Switch. I can. I don't play any of my consoles I've got. Someone asked me earlier, is Alonso essential? Is he essential? I hate tagging players with essential status these days. But, is he? I mean, the next 5 fixtures are pretty nice. He's scoring really well. He's shooting a lot. He's getting into good positions. I'd say he's a very, very good option. Do you need to rip up your team to get him in? I don't know about that. Is he worth the outlay? He is right now. What do I think about Pogba? Pogba. Basically, if you bring Pogba in, you are relying on Mourinho playing the same formation once Lukaku's back. And that is not guaranteed. I think I was actually chatting to someone at work about this. The problem with playing the 4-3-3, and for all the money Man United have spent, we don't really have 3. Well, we do have 3 central midfielders. We have Matic, Herrera, Pogba to make that formation kind of work. The problem is we haven't really got anyone outside of that. So as soon as one gets injured or one needs a rest, we have to revert to the old formation. And I just think Mourinho is going to just want to play the one we're going to play the most. In which case, Pogba moves back to the double pivot and he's no longer a good option because he's not being allowed to go forward. Obviously, Fellaini, he could help out. I mean, we've got young players we could bring in, but I don't know. Basically, the problem with bringing in Pogba this week is you don't know if he's going to play that formation with Lukaku in. If he does, then Pogba could be an option going forward. But right now, Lingard, you know, is going to play number 10. He's much cheaper. He's scoring points, getting goals. I just think you get for Lingard. Pogba and Lingard double up again, without like trying to repeat myself too much. I actually don't think that's the worst move, but you have to have Pogba playing a more advanced role for it to work. I looked at Son to Pogba. I'm going to keep Son, I think. Alonso and Lingard in for Christensen and Eriksen. Yeah, I think long term that'll work. We need someone like... I was watching some old Man United videos on YouTube today and yesterday. We need a Roy Keane. That's who we need. Have I seen Az's recent tweet? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he did alright. And we might all fail on the next double game week. Might all triple captain someone that blanks. Someone for work I see on Twitter. Okay. You need to jump on the Gross train. I don't think anyone needs to do that, do they? Firmino always scores against City. He does have a good record, I think. Someone said that to me the other day. What do I think about holding on to Hazard? I don't think that's the worst idea. If you've kept him this long, you've got your goal against Arsenal. He's on penalties, as we've seen. I would I would probably keep Hazard now, unless you've got some amazing transfers that you need to do and fund it with Hazard. Is it time to get Mahrez after the Chelsea game? Fixtures are good. You're worried that he might want to be. He might be trying to force a move, which is why he's trying to play as well. Maybe. The reason I kind of say maybe is I don't. Is he the type of player that's going to go off the boil? I don't know. I feel like January is the wrong time to be trying to push moves for the most part. So I think he looks pretty good. It depends who you're taking out for him, really. He's been scoring really well, so I'm definitely not against him. But it depends who you're taking out. What are Chelsea going to do with Morata? Keep playing him, I guess. They don't really have much choice. I don't think Batshuayi is really an option for Conte. Alonso was, it's a bit of a lucky pick, really. I just had enough money with the transfers I made, so I just got him in because I had enough money. Because I thought I'm never going to do it otherwise. I'm going to keep talking myself out of it. Plus, he was kind of punishing me a bit. I noticed a few people above me in mini leagues had him, and they were scoring well. And these are the kind of people that were scoring like 10 or 15 more than me every week. And Alonso was a key part of that. Lingard or Ali for number 10 for England. It's got to be Lingard, right? Or play 4-2-3-1. Ali at number 10. Lingard on the left, but free roll. Sterling on the right. Kane up front. Dyer and someone else behind. Wilshere. No, you shouldn't say that. Mahrez doesn't get much airtime anywhere. He's still under the radar, I would say. The thing is, you know what I mean? Most of us have got Sterling and Salah. Lingard's scoring really well. Where does he fit in? People have got Hazard and De Bruyne. It's just not a move they're going to make. Young left back for England. I like it. Yep. What big transfers am I hoping for in the transfer market today? I don't know about big transfers. We need some cheaper forwards. We need like a 7.5, 8 million option to come through. We'll have to see what this new guy for Everton does. I don't really know who's on the cards, to be honest, to come in, but it needs to happen. I mean, like a Demba Ba from back in the day. Mahrez is like 8.4, something like that. 8.6. Just have okay fixtures. Yeah, it depends whether you think he's going to go off the boil. I mean, I could do Arnautovic to Richarlison and Son to Mahrez. It's an option. What do I think about Rudiger? He's going to get rotated a bit, isn't he? See you later, Nino. Probably getting Christensen or maybe, I don't know, Jones. Something like that. Stones, even. If you want to double up on Man City. Depends if you... That's the only problem with... Obviously, the only problem with going Stones and Otamendi is you can only have one Man City attacker. Now, that's been doing okay for me recently, but the way they've been playing, or the way they've been playing all season... You may not want to block yourself up from that move. Papa Cisse, yeah, that'd be nice. Mr. General, how's it going? Would I rather have Lingard over a fit Arnautovic for the next few games? I would definitely rather have Lingard for Stoke. But then it's Burnley away and Spurs away, so that's probably actually going back to the Pogba Lingard talk earlier. Lingard's not such an issue because he's cheaper, but you're probably not going to want too many Man United attackers for 2 of the next 3. After that, it gets a bit better again. But Burnley away and Spurs away and not fixtures, you probably want to play too many attackers in. Have I ever captained a defender or goalkeeper? I probably not. Definitely not a goalkeeper. It's too risky. Like once the clean sheet's gone, that's game over. Yes, you got someone like Alonso that can score, but I'd pretty much put it on an attacker every time. Martial. I like that punt. I like it. The problem is, as soon as Lukaku comes back, Martial is again just fighting with Rashford for the left, and it looks like Lukaku's going to be back, maybe a bit sooner than we thought. Maybe even for the next league game, or even for the FA Cup actually. You captained Alonso last week versus Stoke. I'm not saying defensive captains don't work. I mean, last year when Alonso was smashing it, I'm sure if you'd captain him every week, you'd be laughing because although we didn't get a big haul every week, those 6 consistent extra points are really decent. I don't know. I just even from a psychological point of view, like that clean sheet goes, if it will feel like your captain's ruined. Does anyone else get excited to see their names on the screen? I expect some people do. I'm happy long term with Firmino. He's the hard one because I got him in knowing full well that he could go on a no points run. Obviously, he didn't score. Oh, sorry, he didn't start in the last game. Now he's got Man City at home. I just think for his price and the way the rest of my team looks, I'm happy to hold him for now. But we'll see. He's not the kind of player that I'm going to want to hold too long if he doesn't do well. And there's a chance of that, of course. We've seen him kind of do that, go off the boil, back on it, etc. Because I know you on this, does that make me famous? No, I don't think so. Happy New Year, by the way, everyone. I don't think... we haven't had a stream since the New Year, right? Happy New Year. Don't forget, top right hand corner, click the little eye, you can vote on the polls. There's 4 of them this evening. Let's see how many votes we've had. Okay. We've had about 257. I'm sure we can get that a bit higher. And while you're at it, make sure you hit that like button on the stream and subscribe if you're new around here. We're up over 7k, got that just into the new year. So now I guess we are waiting on the 7.5k, 8k. Van Dijk. How many points did I rack up? I racked up 59 after the bonus and the subs come in tonight. Jesus, Aurier got 1 bonus point. That ain't bad for for losing the clean sheet. What to do with Departure DC out? You have to sell. Wilson, if the foe's going to be out a bit longer, I'd have to check what his I can't remember what injury he got. Let's have a look. Unknown injury return date according to FPL. So yeah, Wilson looks okay, I think. Paddy Parr's paid out already for Coutinho moved to Barca. Yeah, I never trust that. Like, I think that's a publicity stunt paying out early. They've obviously looked at the bets, realised what kind of money they're going to lose, and paid out. There's no way they'd do it if they're going to lose too much money. Can you vote on the polls on the Sky Q app? I got no idea, I'm afraid. Wilson has awful fixtures. Are they that bad? Ooh, they're not. Yeah, I mean, they're quite bad. Could get a goal against Arsenal. I mean, it's 5.7 million. Like, can't expect the world, I suppose. Am I getting rid of Son before next game week? I'm probably going to keep him. I don't see a huge need to get rid of him versus Everton. Even Man United scored 2 goals against Everton. Defoe out until March, okay. Everton look okay at the back with Big Sam. Yeah, I know. I mean, they've basically got to break him down early. It's tough because obviously he likes to park the bus. Likes to defend deep. Am I sure about Kane captain? I'm pretty sure. Because I don't see who else I'd captain. Maybe Sterling. Lingard's a tempter, I must admit. Cheers for watching, Alex. Dave is now nailed. Yeah, he's mostly nailed. Or just remember that Aurier has played left back this year, or this season, so he could play Trippier and Aurier. He does like to give those fullbacks a rest. Should you bring Lingard in for Son? I'd be tempted to keep Son. Southampton away is not a bad fixture. After that, yeah, United, Liverpool, Arsenal. Then we're probably looking elsewhere. Don't else expect Lingard's form to drop off sooner rather than later. It feels like that. It feels like it should. But I think that's just going on kind of past experience that he's not done well. At the moment he's doing well. He's playing in a good position. He's getting forward. He's cheap. Yes, I don't expect him to score so consistently. But can he keep up the points? Yeah, I think he can. And do you know what, actually, about Lingard? He's a bit of a big game player. He's scored in a couple of big games previously. So maybe that Spurs away match isn't the worst. He's getting a run in the team as well, which I don't think he's ever really had before. Is Wilshere a decent pickup? No, I think Ramsey's fit again, isn't he? So that probably makes Wilshere a non-option. I don't think he's gonna play Wilshere and Ramsey together. According to Twitter, someone from The Telegraph. Chelsea close in on Barkley after making new bid to Everton. But like, is he going to play really? Stones does have goal for it. Stones is a really good option. Unless I really need the money, I'm not doing Otamendi to Stones. You think I'll regret not having Aguero? I mean, I don't need to worry about Aguero this week. Yes, he could score against Liverpool, but it's not a fixture I feel like I've absolutely got to have him. I'll see you next week. David Luiz allowed to leave, really? No, where is Barkley playing at Chelsea? Seriously. How's it going, Ben? Yeah, I'm probably going to roll the transfer, yeah. You're close to wildcarding, Ben. Can't be that bad, surely. It's never that bad. Hazard, Barkley, Morata. I mean, this just strikes me as odd because why wouldn't you just play Willian if you're going to play if you're going to play an attack in front three? Hey Corey, how's it going? 64 points, very nice. We'll do the polls in 10ish minutes. So if you haven't already voted, make sure you do. Yeah, Salah has not dropped yet. That is a bit frustrating for those who took him out. I'll do the polls in about 10 minutes. My total score, I don't know if that's updated yet. 12.68. Excuse me, it's going to go up another 14, so I think it's 12.82. Aubameyang, wow. I mean, that would be good if Chelsea or him. Do I think Coutinho going will affect the points of Salah, Mane and Firmino? So I actually... I looked up the points. Now, obviously, this doesn't tell the whole story. It doesn't tell you... I mean, I did put it in there, but I didn't look too much further into how many chances were created by other players, were there injuries, what teams they were playing. But I looked at the points that Salah and Firmino scored this season when Coutinho didn't play. And now Salah and Firmino didn't play all those matches. They played most of them, or at least got limited minutes in it. I think Salah without Coutinho has averaged 8.4 points per game, which is probably, let's have a look. It must be about what he's scored for the season. Points per match. 8. So it's actually more. He's actually scored more points per game without Coutinho. And Firmino scored 5.2, I think. And for the season, it's 5.3. So both of them have scored fairly consistently without Coutinho. The only difference is, I suppose, you don't know how it's going to affect the team when they're... I mean, arguably, Coutinho is their best player. You might say it's Salah, I don't know. But let's say Coutinho is their best player. What's that going to do for morale when there's a difference between being injured and not in the team to just not being in the club? So I don't know if morale would drop maybe. And kind of that would make them play worse. But so far they've been doing okay without him. Would you make the same transfers you made this week if the same scenario arose again? I don't know. If there was more of a gap between games, maybe. If it hadn't just been Christmas, then I'd probably want another Spurs attacker. Good morning from Sydney, Australia. How's it going? I won't be cliche in my greeting to you. Would I be interested in downgrading Arnautovic to fund Pope to Courtois? And I don't think so. I like the money that I got racked up in goalies. Liverpool scored 20 goals in 8 Premier League games when Coutinho didn't play. They just score goals, don't they? That's what they do. I mean, it's not like they haven't got a team to set up for the formation they usually use without Coutinho. They just bring Mane in instead. Yeah, Fozzie, I'm the same. I've not heard anything about Heaton recently. Don't know if he's close or what. I've kind of told myself, though, if I get into the position where Heaton comes back and Elliott is either out of the team or injured still, I may just take a hit to fix it. I'll see what my squad's like at the time, but if I have other transfers I want to make and I don't have a goalkeeper, I'll probably just make the transfer, even if it's for a hit, just to get one in. Will Heaton even get his shirt straight back? Interesting question. I think he will. In fact, Heaton's only, we discussed this last time, he's only 0.1 million more than Pope. If he comes back in and gets the number 1 spot back, his fixtures after the next few, not that bad, you know. Dyche doesn't like to drop players unless they get injured. Look at Loughton and Barzi. What about, like, Long didn't get injured. He was straight back out of the team. I just don't think Pope keeps his place, but we'll see. It's not very often keepers who aren't the original number 1 lose their spot. Surely. No, I think Shaw's too risky. How's it going, second Nirvana? Matthew, how's it going? Seen a few of the sponsors in the chat tonight. Thanks very much as always. I think I saw Dean and Jansky earlier. You glad you got rid of Richarlison? He's too stressful to own. I liked Richarlison. He got such a hard time. I scored 59. Van Dijk, now he's an interesting option. 5.4 goal threat. Will he improve that Liverpool defence? I mean, that Liverpool defence is not as bad as we all make out, you know. Hennessy's number 1 for now. Yeah, I'm not saying it never happens, but I don't know. It almost feels like Heaton's like De Gea. Do you know what I mean? De Gea gets injured. When he's back, he is in that team. Doesn't matter how well Romero plays. Lingard, not Lingard, Jesus. De Gea is straight back in. Bonus points have been added. Ah, this Son with a lovely 12 points. So happy about that. So to answer that question, basically I have Son on our Twitch. I'm probably keeping both. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see if there's a bigger injury. What's up, Tor? Oh, there you go, Jansky. I knew you were around. How's it going? Right, 2 more minutes and we'll do the polls. Last chance, top right hand corner, vote early, vote often. We'll do the polls. There's 4 of them. Is Alonso essential? Pogba or Lingard? Are you offloading your Spurs mids? And how many hits did you take for the double game week? When will the next stream be? Jansky, 72 minus 4. Very nice. That's a really good score this week. My team looks good. I don't know where I found the money for it. I mean, I got power 5 midfield, but 2 of them are quite cheap. Yeah, so polls in 2 minutes. With however many votes there have been. Oh Jesus, someone on my timeline. They're saying they scored 25 points this game week. Jesus. You thought yours was bad. He took out Alonso for a hit to get Sanchez, who went off before 60 minutes in the first game. So harsh. Claire, if you're watching, feel free to hit me up on Twitter with your ID and stuff. Feels like you're trolling a bit. I got 59. Alonso's basically a midfielder. I love that. You're right. You're right in how he plays, I know. Just everyone always like says, look what he gets for 7 million versus 7 million forward, but they take up 2 different positions. But he does look very good right now. How long have we been on for? 58 minutes. We're about to do the polls. Shame we didn't get a notification. Okay, let's just do the polls now. Refreshing. While I'm doing that, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. There will be more. There will be more streams very soon. I'm also gonna I want to make a review video this week, but I want to make it better than my other review videos because I think. I know the preview's mostly about my team. I think people want to see that. The review, I mean, it's pretty boring. You're just seeing how many points you got. So I want to talk about like the talking points from the game week. Obviously in a shorter format than the streams. So I'm going to do that, I think. Okay. The polls are coming for real. I know I always say that. Oh, my computer's really slow. I really need a new computer. Like, this one's nearly 6 years old. I'm dreading the day it packs up. Gotta get a new one. Okay, polls. I've got them. Right here. There's been nearly 400 votes cast now. Is Alonso essential? 58% say yes, 41% say no. So everyone's in favour. Well, the majority are in favour of Alonso right now. Pogba or Lingard? I mean, I probably didn't need to put this up. It was quite obvious where this was going to go, I suppose. Price and recent scoring takes has to be taken into account. So 64% Lingard, 22% Pogba, and 13% of you getting neither. Are you offloading your Spurs mids straight away. 49% are waiting before they get rid. 25% are keeping. And 24% are getting rid this week. They're in a rush to get rid of him. And how many hits did you take for the double game week? Like I said, a lot of people wanted to know this. So 40% of you took 4. That's what I did. 27% took 8. 26% of you took no hits at all. It'd be interesting to know what score those people got. And 6% took 12 plus. Ouch. 46 minus 4 for Arctic. Look, it could have been a lot worse. People weren't really punished in this game week. Not too much anyway. Is Mark going to shut you down if you get big in the Scoutcast? I don't think that's going to happen. A lot of people on Fantasy Football Scout. Plus Mark's the FPL man. Oh, news from DiMarzio. Emery Chan has spoken to Juventus this week. Seems he's very close to joining the Italian side. Not yet clear whether it's now or in the summer. I think we all know he was going anyway, right? Kane out for Aguero. That's an interesting one that's not been brought up. We're back to hating Kane again. I like it. The poor man gets ill. He has 2 games in quick succession. Can't make them both. Doesn't score against a bus. And now we're all getting rid of him. When do automatic subs happen? They should happen within the next hour or so, I'd say. Ben, you're not enjoying FPL. Come on, man. You can do it. You can turn it around. That's now the beauty of it. Now you're doing poorly. Now's the time to turn around. Keep Kane. Do you know what? We'll talk about getting rid of Kane next time. Oh my god, that's always like a community splitter. Kane exit 2. Kane re-exit. Sturridge to West Ham. Interesting. He's so injury prone though. Yeah, you got to avoid David Silva right now. I think he's just going to be. Hopefully his kid's okay. He's going to be going back and forth by the sounds of it. He's going to be allowed to go when he wants, which is great from Pep and Man City, the way it should be. From an FPL point of view, I don't think you get him in. It's weird to have a weekend of games ahead with no FPL attachment. Do you know what? I'm kind of glad. I know I shouldn't say that on a stream about FPL, but I'm a little bit glad that we get a little bit of a break. Price rises are around half 1, I think. You bought Kane for the 6th time. Surely you've not used that many transfers to get rid of him back. Should Lingard or Alonso be the priority? Probably because of the fixtures. Alonso. Potential price rise for Alonso. Wow, he is getting expensive. I think I got him for 7.2, and even though I thought that was bad. You got 9-point MacArthur coming in for Salah. Like I like the fact that Christmas has so many like fixtures. But from an FPL point of view, there's so many game weeks. I know it's because of the World Cup, but next year will be better, I hope. First season playing, your top 70k seems good, yeah. Good position to get a good finish. Got to keep it up now for the run-in. You'll find, like if it's your first season, this is the time now which kind of, for want of a better cliche, separates the men from the boys. Because you'll have double game weeks to plan for, blanks to plan for, who your mates won't look at, and suddenly it'll get to like game week 28 or 31, there'll be a couple of blanks and their team will be screwed, and that's where you make up your points. Triple captains, bench boosts, second wild card, free hit, it's all to come in the next 15, 16 game weeks. It's actually mad when you think about it. There's four chips to use in the next 15 game weeks. Wait, 16, Jesus. Yeah, because we haven't had 23 yet. Great maths, mate, great maths. When is the stream ending? I'm glad you asked. I think we're going to end it there. We've done just over an hour because the game finished late, because it was on obviously till nearly 10 o'clock and I had to get the stream set up. We've started late. I need to go to bed soon. I'm glad we're back. There'll be a couple of videos before the next stream. The next stream will probably be, let me see, probably next Thursday. So not for another week, which kind of sucks. I might do 2 next week. We'll see. I might do 2 streams, maybe do the preview live. I don't know. But I want to get a review up in the next day or so. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, Scoutcast will be back next week on Tuesday. I hope. I think. Keep an eye out on Twitter for that. Ben, don't wildcard. I'm sure your team doesn't need it. I'm sure your team doesn't need it. Thanks all for tuning in. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate you go and hit that like button. Always helps out. The more the better. What am I trying to say? If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel as well. That'll let you know when the videos are going up, when I'm next going live. Hit the little bell next when you subscribe, and that'll give you a notification. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. Don't worry too much about the double game week. It's gone. If you triple captain, it's over with now. You don't have the stress of choosing your next triple captain until next season. Harry, next video, hopefully over the next couple of days, I might do a review and just go over a few of the talking points. Other than that, I am off. I'll see you for the next live stream sometime next week. Follow me on Twitter, Andy85WSM. That'll let you know, or I will let you know then when I'm streaming. But until then, people, thanks very much, and goodbye.